see here. A couple things here real quick. Alrighty. I turn my brush size down, slightly helpful. More snigger big there. Not quite like that. Yeah. It's been so long since I've done bird beaks. Too long, honestly. Yep, it's been so long, I gotta remember how the heck I used to draw them. Also, you guys will be hearing lots of planes going over because there's a wildfire not that far from where I'm at. Currently, we're in the green zone. But if anything changes, I might have to cut the stream short, or if the internet goes down. So, yeah. Granted, where I'm at, I am also completely surrounded by a couple hundred acres of green fields and orchards. So I should be fine, but I might have to boogie on out of here if need be. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. It's been too long since I've done birds, folks. Been way too long. I have a griffin character, I should know better. I should practice more. That sucker's low. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. I did not plan this out beforehand, guys, so I'm just doing this on a whim, essentially. It's been so long. School's been kicking me in the bum. I don't have much time for leisurely art. Much of anything in general, really. But oh well. I also do have allergies, so coughing and sneezing will be expected. Let's see. Okay. Gotta label that. There. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with his wings. Hmm. Have a big old plane going over. We should change up the pose. Let's try that. I like his top half. I'm gonna keep his top half though. Tail's a little bit thicker. Today's not an arting day, apparently. Yeah. Okie dokie. See. Fix up the eyes before I forget. Looks decent enough. I don't know. Does this look good, guys? Kind of want to change it again. I kind of want to go for a front pose. Debating. Let's try that real quick. Kind of like that better. This weirdo. Ever there. Retrieve him if I decide I want him. Okay, that looks too weird. Ooh, actually. No, he's got a stubbier neck than that. Who's squinty? Yeah. His face is also a little more smushy, technically. She's just bitty bitty big. Yeah. Doing part is color in the wing bones, make things easier. You're my cat. Munchie, what you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, you leave her be, Cider. Yeah. I'm doing some art. Can't have my leopard now. Or the plane scaring you? Yeah. You're just coming to see what I'm doing. Oh, now you want out? Alright, Cider. Going out, boy. Do you want to go back out too? I'm gonna be in here for a while. Gonna be in here? Oh, yeah. Come on here. Yeah. Yeah. You want to come up, don't you? Alright, alright. Let me push things back a little bit. You can come up if you want. Yeah. Can you make it up? Move that so you don't have to dip on it. Yeah. Can you make it through there? There you go. Yeah, she want to help me draw? Yeah. You're so helpful when it comes to drawing straight lines. Alright, folks. My cat assistant Munchkin has arrived. The goofy grandma is now observing. Huh. Yeah. Are you testing my skills? Getting hair all over my tablet screen. But you don't care, huh? That's the young guy trying to break in. Because Munchkin's in here. And he wants to play. She says, absolutely not, huh? Make sure I'm not doing too bad. Oh, goodness. Cider, you're not coming in here, buddy. Not while Munchkin is. She doesn't want to play. I don't care. You can cry all you want. I'm gonna be cruel. That is not straight at all. We're just gonna call that carefully. Wanna go back out? Okay. Give me just a second. Yeah. Alrighty. Kitty cat munchkins out because grandma's no longer observing. And let's see. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Still not quite what I wanted it to be, but Munchkin head otherwise. Do that. Do a little of this. Okie dokie, hopefully this swing will be a little bit easier. Whether or not it will, we're about to find out. And it seems not. Good grief, what the heck's going on? I don't know what I'm doing today, you guys. I don't know at all. Actually, hang on. Munchkin is shedding like crazy, and so now I have cat hair all over my tablet, and my glove, and my pen. Alrighty, let's see here. I really gotta figure out how to turn stupid sensitivity down on my tablet. The instructions say nothing how to do it, but honestly I've just kind of gotten used to it. But some days the hypersensitivity drives me nuts. I did manage to find my own instructions for it, but they don't say anything about how to change the sensitivity setting, so yeah, gonna have to do some good old YouTube for that. But do I have time? Not really. So instead, I deal with it. Yeah. Look how that's looking. Tail's gonna be the fun part. Oh, I forgot to put his little nubbies on his tail. Should probably just do those real quick. A little bit closer. So that looks quite good. Hang on. Somebody's speaking to me on my phone. 1 second here, guys. Gotta reply real quick. Okay. Oh shoot. I just remembered this dude has a different face. I did his face wrong. Well, his beak. Shoot. Oh well. Hold on a second. Hold on. Keep forgetting. He's not a default fellow. He's forget sometimes when they have references to look at the references, because I get just basically zoned in and I get absent-minded. Okay, that looks better. Doodah there. Okay. There. Okay, now I can work on coloring more. Okay. Let's see here. That's gonna be his rock. Because every good bird needs a perch. See here. Still getting used to Clip Studio Paint. So it happens when you use a different art program for 5 years. Get used to one thing, and then it takes a minute to get used to a new one. Especially if you don't have as much time to do art. Because school. Because college classes take up a whole lot of your time. It's worth it though. Okay. And lock that good old layer. And a little tint of green on there. Not quite that green. Actually, don't want it that dark. Darker? Yes. But we're not going that far to the dark side. It is the wrong blend tool. I am not doing what I want to be. Alrighty. Unlock that. Grab fingertip. Get some grass action going here. Also, guys, feel free to ask me random questions or comments and stuff in the comments. I don't mind. I'm just in the zone, so if nobody asks me anything, I just don't bother talking. So, yeah, feel free to ask me or say anything. I don't mind. Let's get his eyes done here. Beautiful, beautiful eyeballs. Yeah, one of these times I'd like to have actual music playing in the background, but I do not have the best of internet, so I'm a little worried that doing that might end up using all of the internet necessary for stream. So one of these days, maybe, I'll actually be able to do it. So I'd really like to. It's just, I'm a little worried right now about it. So, anyways, that's not quite what I want to do. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I think, anyways. Allergies are kicking me in the bum. Okay. I had 3 weeks, y'all. 3 weeks where my allergies were completely conquered. And now they're coming back. But 'tis the way of summer with pollen allergies. Thankfully, not as bad as they used to be. Now I mostly just get froggy throat, coughing, and sneezing, instead of looking like a weeping child. It was not fun at all. believe that is all base colors. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys can hear all the planes going over, but there's a fire several miles from where I'm at. So if you hear random rumbling in the background, that's just all the fire planes going over. Almost forgot the tail nubbins. What in the world is going on here? There we are. That was not supposed to do that. Oh well. Okie dokie. Oh, that's fine. Remember, folks, if you lock your layers, it's a big help later. Because then you don't have to go back and do stuff. Or, you know, mess things up entirely. I've done that a time or two. Did I? Oh, shoot. That's fine. Okay. Today is just Christy. Oh, hey, hey, Abunga. So what lock does is it keeps you from accessing a layer. So, for example, so you see this layer is currently unlocked, so I can do that. Whereas, say you lock it, you then cannot do anything on there. So that's how it is helpful, especially if you have multiple layers going on. So yeah, I'm still trying to remember to do that more often, because I tend to have a plethora of layers. I like to have my layers like in onions, very plentiful. Okay, what was I just gonna do? I was gonna do something. Suppose I could start highlighting the wings. I was gonna do the individual bones, but I don't think it's gonna do. Oh, and this, the lock transparent pixels. So what this does is it allows you to highlight, or I guess add whatever color you want in an area that's already been colored in. Yeah, pretty much it keeps track of what you're already done with. Oops. Some highlights there. Move along over here. That looks a little cheesy. I'm still working on shading. That is one thing that my art skills are still a little lacking in. I have made a lot of progress. I don't drive my sister as crazy as I used to. Because she's, as she likes to put it, a little OCD when it comes to that sort of thing. Lock transparent just sounds like Protect Alpha on Metabang. Interesting. Yeah, the only art apps I have ever used is Krita and Clip Studio Paint. So I have not really meddled with much else. And I've had Clip Studio Paint since Christmas, but haven't had as much time to monkey around with it as I would like. So I'm still learning. I need to practice doing animation on Clip Studio Paint, because that's kind of the whole reason I got the pro version. But yeah, I'm trying to finish one last animation on Krita, And then I'm going to force myself to swap over. Forgot to do this little bit of grass in here. That is not quite as narrow as I wanted it to be. There we are. Okie dokie. Forgot which. Did I drop? No, I did not. And I forgot to add my layer. Turn down that opacity. And voila. Got to add the highlights. Alrighty. Let's see here. To emerge. Alrighty. Now, some final background details. There we go. Okay. Those are not big enough. It's too orange. Eh. Been so long since I've arted. It's part of the reason why I figured I might as well join Art Fight, because I have a little bit of time in between homework and classes. It's like I better keep on doing art stuff, because otherwise it's not gonna end well when I want to get back to doing the animation. Alrighty. This one is done. Okay. Well, got one done. I was hoping to get at least one done. Edit. I don't want to go edit. New illustration. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Hang on, I gotta choose someone else to attack real quick. Gotta go look at my folder. My folder is very small. Just because I wasn't sure how many people I'd be able to unga. You know what? Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just do something random. Got the main thing done I wanted to. Okay. Uh-oh. Hang on. Might not be showing up. Ugh. That's not what I want. Okay. Can you guys see that? There we go. Okay. Alright, hang on. I gotta get some tissue real quick. I'll be back in a second. Blasted nose. Alrighty. Oh, should probably change the title to Done Art Fighting. Let me do that real quick. I can't type around my tablet. Oh shoot, my computer's getting a little toasty. I'm gonna have to turn the fan on. Okay, I'll turn the fan on. You guys probably won't be able to hear me very well with this on. I just gotta turn it on for a minute. Give that just a minute longer. Alrighty. One of my fans is out of line in my computer, so it does not cool down properly, and it is old. So yeah, and I don't have the time to fix it or the knowledge. And my techie brother, he's currently at college, so he can't take it apart and check it out. Alrighty. I do not know what to draw. Any ideas, folks? I want to do something arty, but my brain's kind of cooked. Let's see. I'm trying to decide here. I don't hear the fire planes as much, so they must have gotten the fire mostly under control. Yeah, I don't see as much smoke now. Should be good. That's always good. Why not attack? Well, to be honest, I can't quite decide. Because, yeah. Actually, let me double check. Oh, wait, I have that other folder. Wait. Probably should have double checked that beforehand. Who all do I have left, actually? Oh. Actually, yeah, I am going to do another attack. I forgot about this character. Yes, now I have idea. Probably, oops, probably should have double checked. Uh-oh. Why did that go black? Hang on, guys. My computer's tweaking out at me. Indeed, I have changed trajectory because I forgot to check my other folder. Because it's helpful if you check your current folder for this year's attacks and not last year's attacks, and then end up looking at the ones you missed last year. Okay. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? This one is gonna be a little more difficult. I'm gonna attempt to do a tad bit of fisheye effect. Actually, probably should have done that out here. Let's be smarter, shall we? Because smarter is better than harder. And here I am doing it anyway, oh well. That is an ugly pot. Zoom in. Look, there's flowers. Alright, now for the fun part. I have never tried fisheye before. It's a dude sneaking up on your ring camera saying howdy. Actually, let's give him a cheesy smile, shall we? Because what's more terrifying than a velociraptor saying howdy through your Ring camera? Gotta fix that eye. That eye's bugging me. I guess both are. But we're just being sketchy, folks. Being sketchy for a reason. Actually, I probably should do that too, more detailed. Otherwise, it'll come back to bite me later. Also, fun fact about velociraptors. Actual velociraptors are a lot smaller than they are in the Jurassic movies. Like, significantly. I didn't actually know that until a few months ago when I just was randomly going down a rabbit hole on YouTube. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. They're actually small. They're essentially kind of ankle biters. Which, of course, doesn't make them any less terrifying. But, anyways. Now, let's go more scary. This dude's searching for your soul through the camera. But he doesn't realize how ridiculous he looks. Should probably fix his lower jaw a little bit. I don't know, it almost looks a little too dorky for the fellow that this is supposed to be portraying. it's supposed to be dorky, but looks a little too dorky. I think it's a tail. It's just sticking out there like an electrocuted cat tail. That looks a little better. Yeah. Just picture it, you're on vacation at your local Airbnb, and then all of a sudden you get a notification for movement at the front door. And it's a velociraptor. Does he know how to open doors? Probably. Is he hungry? Most likely. What are you gonna do about it? Well, that's up to you. So if you call the police, they'll probably just think you're crazy. Nah, we'll do eyebrows. I think his head's kind of bothering me a little. What about the shape? I don't know. I want to do fisheye. This is looking a little too fishy. Nostrils are a little off too. There we go. Now that doesn't help. I think that looks good enough. I think that looks fishy enough. So, I'm going to change the shape of the eyes. Maybe that'll do the trick. Oh man. He's got something in his eyes. And I hate looking straight. Oh man, that is okay. Let's try rounding this a little more. That looks better. Should probably just copy and paste the final eye. Be lazy, but simplify things. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. green action going. Oops. For only to editing layer. There we are. And over here, I'll spray. Turn it up a little more vibrant for the lawn. Add a little more foliage-ness thingamajigger. That's too dark. Okay, that's a little. Oh, come on. Don't want it that dark. Oh, guess I'm dealing with it. Anyway, find the blender. It's still not spectacular. Let's try this. It kind of works. I'm just gonna be in screen. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a smidgen. It's not gonna be a problem. Tree. Because we need tree. Because everybody should love tree. I love tree, even though they make me sneeze because of their pollen. Because cottonwoods suck. Even though they're a tree, they suck. But I like most trees. Alrighty. Back to blending. Remember, folks, blend is your friend. Because it gives you so much texture. if you're willing to put in a little bit of work. I love my blending tools. They're so helpful. Now look at those fine, fine trees. Ain't they beautiful? Okay. Hang on, I gotta turn the fan back on for a minute. Alrighty. My computer is chill now. For at least a little while longer, anyhow. illusion of texture. Oh man, they got the big old fire planes out. Dang. Actually, hang on 1 second. I gotta go. Should probably double check on things real quick, make sure everything's still going good. Alright, so it looks like they have the fire almost out, which is good. So it was kind of starting to head my way. Not enough to be worried, but I mean, where I'm at, you always pay attention to fires because they can change in an instant. Yeah, I suppose that's good. Okay. Time for the flowers. Let's see if I can remember how I've edited these before. Okay. Alrighty. I should probably just do this. I think should be able to. Yeah. Hang on. Double check something here. Sounds like someone might be here. The neighbor's just retrieving his trash cans. The dogs are most insulted that he show his face. Alrighty. May or may not have to yell at the knuckleheads here shortly. We'll see. Kind of not really liking these flowers, honestly. I'll see. Do a few more of them. If I don't like it, then I'll just do some by hand. Which I'm not that great at. This is more of just a save time thing, but don't like it, I'm not gonna do it. Stamps are nice, but they're not everything. What time is it anyway? I got 20 minutes left. I'm not gonna be able to finish this one. Sadness. Okay, I don't like those. My eraser. Probably get away with just doing a couple. And then using some good old duplicate. doing first other layers, make things simpler, then we come in, do some touch up. There we go. I think that looks decent enough. And I forgot about that. Yeah, now we copy. Oh snap, I just reached the big part of this teensy small thing I felt like writing since around the start of the stream. Woohoo! Well, at least you got there. Yeah, I fully understand the writing part. I'm attempting to write, well, what was originally supposed to be one book, it's turning into, well, it is two. But, it's, yeah, it's a work in progress. I've been working on it for 4.5 years. Currently working on essentially transcribing the first book due to the fact that, well, originally it was going to be one book, but then I'm 56 chapters deep, and it's like, well, there is a natural break in the book. Might as well, you know, just make it two. But I was still in my, oh, how to put it, overly dramatic phase when I was younger. Oops. And it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I need to edit a bunch of stuff because it was 4.5 years ago and my writing has improved dramatically. And I need to add a bunch of chapters. So yeah, I do have one other book. It's a short story technically. I am hoping to get that published by next year. So yeah. But yeah, if the urge strikes you, take the opportunity. For who the heck knows when it will strike again. Special. No, we don't want to be that kind of special. Alright, looking snazzy. But yeah, I do have a short story I want to get published. The stories I'm working on are not related to my YouTube channel because I kind of want to keep my YouTube channel my own specific storyline, so to speak. So yeah, it's not related in any way, shape, or form to my YouTube channel. Yeah. You're a little sideways though, bud. Yeah. It's better. Still a little sideways though. Plus, I would be publishing under my real name. So, at this point in time, I'm not entirely confident enough to do that. Show that on my channel, but I mean, it'll all depend. I might end up writing under pen name. I might not. It'll really depend on where I'm at the time. But yeah, my real name is unique enough that I highly doubt there's anyone else with my real name. It's both my first and last. Well, my first name's not that uncommon, just spelling, but my last name, unless you're over yonder across the ocean in Europe, it's kind of common. But yeah. Here in the good old US of A, it is incredibly rare. It's not as rare over in the Europe area, Northern Europe area. There's even a town, their last name, my family's last name. So, yeah. probably figure out how to use the zoom on my tablet. It tweaks out sometimes though. I'll just see if I can fix that when I finally decide to sit down and see if I can figure out the sensitivity. I have no idea when that'll actually be and if I'll ever actually do it, but one can always hope. That's not working. Concept of this short little story or whatever is, what if one of my characters saw themselves during the traumatic moments from their past that nobody else knows about in a random internet video? Ooh. Now that would be interesting. Ooh, okay. I get it now. Okay, yeah, that is legitimately a cool idea. I know how I would be. I'd be probably twice as traumatized. But then also like, who the heck was recording? And how? Especially if it was like a viral video going around, but like somehow nobody knew who you were in that video. You were in disguise or something. That that would be something. Yeah, that is a very cool idea. Definitely work on that one. I got 8 minutes to finish. Uh, oh well. I'll at least get the majority of this done. Backgrounds take the longest. But the background is finished. So hooray! I might actually get this one done by this weekend. Should be nice. Because I tell you what, just being able to do art stuff in 10-minute increments is not the most efficient. It is doable. But yeah, I was finally able to actually get some time set aside so I could just do art. But yeah, gotta go out and do chores. At 8:40. So anyway, I still got time though. I've watched videos about these kinds of videos and it again came to me to think, why is that not showing up? Hang on. Oh, there we go. I've watched videos about these kinds of videos and it again came to me to think of if I did something with this with my characters. Yes, that very much so. And realized one of my characters I decided at some point was watched some and had this moment, so I was like, what if they saw themselves in one? And I guess now I've been writing it for 2 hours. Solid. It is so nice when you can get to a good writing groove. Like, I finally. So today was basically my break day. Just kind of ironic because my weekends like I have more stuff going on weekends than I did today. But anyway, yeah, I finally got to a good writing groove this afternoon. It was so stinking nice. And then someone decided that their house was going to catch fire and start a wildfire. So that ruined that, because then I had to double check, make sure I knew where all of our cages and stuff were in case we needed to evacuate. So thankfully, though, we're good. We're good for now. And the fire is almost out. And yeah, good writing grooves are awesome. And I'm going to smooth that out because that looks weird. Oh, I forgot the poor boy's hair. You can't forget the hairdo. That would be a tragedy. Oh yeah, and you've apparently been writing for years. That's cool. I haven't been in a writing groove for a bit tech regarding my main thing, but short thing is technically a background part of it. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I just like I get so most people get like writer's block. I get wording block with my stories. Like I get stuck up on a couple little things and it's like, okay, I have to word this absolutely perfectly in order to convey what I'm doing. So I get stuck on how to word a sentence, but I know what I want to do. So I do keep a couple just random side things to write, just so I can keep my creative juices flowing. Even though the main project I want to be working on is inactive for a short while. So that is something I would definitely recommend is even if you're not working on your main project, have something you can write. So it is very helpful. That looks very good. Yes, very good. Where are my trees? Where's my trees? I should get the grass around the trees before I forget. Before I have to get off. Because I will forget. Because I forgot it on my last two ones because backgrounds. And I love working on the not backgrounds. Once I get the initial background details done. So I forget. I mostly just have to figure out the order of events for it so I cannot feel like writing the draft is too unprepped. Art fight has been the thing I've been doing like the whole time since it started though, but I want to do that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay, as someone who's been writing for 4.5 years the same book, do an outline. Like, legitimately. Looking back, I should have done that. But inexperienced me was like, meh, I have some notes, some key points I want along the way. That should be good enough. No. No, no, no. If you can make an outline, do an outline. Even if it's just major events, like do that, and then I'm a very visual person too, so like doing the fine details is also very helpful. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream. So I gotta go out, do the critter chores, because that's what happens when you live on a farm. Gotta do the critter chores in the evenings, gotta go feed my ancient sheep that are somehow still alive, amongst other things. But yeah. But yeah, it was major events outline could be a good direction to start. Yes, yes, do that. Trust me, you are going to want to do that. Yep. Bye. Hopefully I'll be able to do this sometime the next month or so, but we will